Good morning. Broadcasting to you live from the Orion spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, the solar system, planet Earth, North America, the United States of America, somewhere outside of an NFL stadium near you, because football has started. My name is Brian Engelman. Today is Monday, August 17th, 2026, and this right here, the thing that you are watching, it's called the TNAM Daily Show, here on the New American Media, larger, the New American Media, because the news always matters. TNAM. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you had just the most fantastic weekend ever until this next weekend, and then I hope you top yourselves. Everybody smash the thumbs up button, hit the share button, that little arrow, and text a few of your friends. Invite them in, say, hey, we're all hanging out in here. Who's hanging out in here, by the way? Hello, Kenneth. Yes, afternoon, friends. Afternoon. Cheers to you. Arnold checking in. Hello, Arnold. How are the fires? You're our fire expert. We need updates on your fires. Praying for Arnold and everybody up there. Our brothers to the north, our dear friends, the Canadians, under the tyrannical rule of the globalists who are invading their sovereign nation and flooding them full of non-citizens. You're seeing this everywhere across the globe, almost as if it was a giant plan. Because it is. Hello, Rob. Welcome. Yes, Arnold saying it's 22 degrees Canadian up there. We said test, and of course, Kenneth replied, testes, testes. I have too. Of course. Hello, Leanne. Wondering, is it Eastern time? When is he going to do the show? Well, we aimed at 3:30. We targeted 4:15, and here we are. So, we did the best we could. Hello, Danette. Maybe Danette's in here now. Patriot Warrior. Zimpy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. So yeah, we're going to unpack the news of the weekend, see what's going on. X has changed something. If you don't do a quote tweet, I don't think it shows up in your profile anymore. And so several stories that I did want to cover, I don't know where they're at. I used to just go to the profile for the New American Media and scroll. But now a lot of the stuff, the past couple shows we've done, those posts are missing unless we add our own comment to them. So we're navigating that. We'll get onto our Instagram feed for the New American Media. So everybody follow us in all the places. The New American Media. We'll put this up on the screen. My name is Brian. I'll be the bartender today. We're going to talk about all the stories on the screens behind us. And if you're having a good time and enjoy this program, Fire Breathing Canadians, that sounds like a good band name. They're the Fire Breathing Canadians. Decent band name. But yes, if you're having a good time, I'm just bartending here. The meals and the drinks are on me today. I'll give you all the stories, but if you have a good time, please consider tipping your boy. I'm on Patreon, Rumble, and YouTube, and you can subscribe on all three platforms for as little as $5 a month. Please consider doing so. It matters. It's super helpful. It's necessary. Oh, yeah, this month we got billed for another year of X. So that's another, what was that, $84? On top, it just every month it's something. Every month it's another brand new side bill. But yeah, you can also do Rumble Rant tips, Super Chat tips, Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. And if you want some merch, let me know. I can get some of that to you. No, it's not the nude American Media. We're the nuked American Media. Nuked. It's a truth bomb. Anyway, we're going to dig through the news. If there's any stories you want us to share, go ahead and type it in the comments. Even better yet, if there's an X post you can link us to, tag us at American_media_. So yeah, Democrats are refusing to turn over their voter rolls to the Department of Justice. Will SCOTUS get involved? If so, when? What will it look like? Why hasn't Congress passed Save America Act? Are half the Republicans in on it, trying to sabotage the MAGA agenda? You know, it's complicated. But that's why we do this show 5 days a week. I used to do it once a week. Then for a while I was doing it twice a week. And I'm like, I got to go 5 days a week. I have to be on all the time. And it's nice to be off. It's nice to take a day or two off on the weekend. Got to recalibrate, got to recharge, got to work on other projects, got to live life. So thanks for being here. Share the show with a friend, hit the thumbs up button, and buckle up buttercups. The TNAM Daily Show starts now.
Your guide to the truth, the new AmericanMedia.com.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Whoop. There we go. Let's go ahead and pull up the news.
We are not doing anything. Shoot me.
Stop. Jeez. Okay. I wonder if this is a real video. So that was the question. Is this a real video? Allegedly, this is how the Polish army is handling immigrants illegally entering their country. Allegedly, according to this video, the person saying, well, here, let's just play it for you.
This is the Poland army.
So someone says, this is the Polish army. This is the Polish army. And I watched it the first time going, wait, so that's the Polish army, the guy that's saying that? No. That's allegedly the illegal alien invader. Looking at the people on the other side of this border wall, who is the Polish army.
We are trying to go. We are not doing anything. Shoot me. This is the Poland army. I'm going. Please, no. This is the Poland.
He got shot. I mean, maybe if you weren't trying to break into other countries. And that's part of the plan. Get into Spain, and then 500,000 people, what? A magic wand is waved by their communist leader. And then the EU means if you're a member of any EU nation, you have free transit to anywhere in the EU. Going to England, maybe? Trying to confirm if this is true. Let me see if Grok is. Sometimes Grok, if you give them the link to the Instagram post, they can figure it out, and sometimes they act like they can't figure it out. The core number is accurate. No, it's the video. Was the video accurate? Was an invader shot after saying, "Shoot me"? It can't find the video? Come on, AI. Don't be drunk. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. You can't be drunk, AI. Come on, Grok. Okay, yes, the video is accurate in its core description. The Polish sausage army? I could make jokes about that. Widely circulated video, August 26. Migrant failed to illegally cross, approaches and taunts a Polish soldier or border personnel while recording on a phone. He provocatively shouts variations of "shoot me," clearly audible in the footage and confirmed in the Polish media reports. The soldier fires a rubber bullet. It's a less lethal round from a smooth bore weapon. The migrant immediately reacts by backing off and saying something like, I'm going, please, please, no. Okay, it's a real confrontation, but a not so real bullet. It was rubber, non-lethal. Not a live round. Didn't kill or fatally wound the person. Okay. This aligns with Poland's ongoing border security practices, military and border guard presence, use of less lethal options, and rules allowing force against aggressive or illegal border breaches. Earlier separate incidents have involved warning shots with live ammunition into the air or to the ground. No injuries in the notable acquitted 24 case or other rubber bullet uses. Okay. Well, if you want something to stop, you sort of need to enforce. Someone's trying to break into your home. You have the right to defend yourself. You don't know who that person is, what their intention is. They weren't invited. That's it. Turn around or else. Was it a Sandra bullet? Yes. Unfortunately, they were incapable of reaching the correct speed. And the name of that movie was The Bus That Couldn't Slow Down. Kenneth, tell me you get the Simpsons reference there.
This is the Poland army. We are trying to go. We are not doing anything. Shoot me. This is the Poland army. Aye!
Aye! It reminds me of the it's funnier knowing that he didn't expire. Remember that picture of that kid? And it's like this little infant, this toddler, this little kid. I don't know what age it is. And he's pointing, and the grandmother goes, "No." And the kid goes, "Aye." Please tell me you remember that. I played it about 100 times. Sort of what this guy reminds me of.
This is the Poland army. We are trying to go.
We are trying to go wherever we want because we are special.
We are not doing anything. Shoot me. This is the Poland army. Aye!
Aye! Well, aye! Aye! No, don't invade a country.
This is the Poland.
There's all of them.
All right. Rest in peace, Hayden Panettiere. She expires 3 months after disclosing in a new book on Jay Shetty's podcast that at 18, when Heroes was blowing up, a trusted longtime female friend, well, let's hear the story.
There's all of them. All of them.
You write about a moment in your career where a friend of yours takes you onto a boat. You're led to a room which has an older man in it, and then basically told to perform sexual acts and,
Oh, yeah. Perspective completely shifted, and I realized that I was in danger. But by the time I'd realized I was in danger, I was quite literally out to sea. And it was that moment shook me and was shocking. And I was quite literally walked down, and I had been having a great time. There was no hints of anything like that.
And then all of a sudden, there were hints like that. She was on Heroes. She was on... What else was she on? That was when I first became aware of who she was. 36 years old, and she's gone. I don't know what happened.
Happening. So it took me, I was shocked. It took me by surprise. And it was led by somebody that I had grown to trust and see as a
Is all of them. All of them.
Someone she had learned to trust and see as a protector. It's very reminiscent of the grooming from Ghislaine Maxwell.
protector and somebody who had my back. And to be walked down, down the stairs, and it was as like a surprise, presented as though it was like a surprise, and it was this very small room, and
like a gift. Surprise, here you go.
She physically put me in the bed next to this undressed man who was very famous and had his hands like this, like this was just, an average day for him. This is something that happens all the time. And I waited for her to leave, and I mean that lion in me, that fire in me, that my hair stood on end, and I became ferocious. I was like, this is not happening. But I had nowhere to hide, and I bolted, and I hid wherever I could think of to hide on a boat. Actor and somebody who had my back, and to be
she was delivered as a gift, like trafficked
on a boat. There was no jumping off and swimming away, and there was nobody who was going to, I realized that there was nobody who was going to be empathetic to my situation, that this was nothing new to them.
It is all of them. All of them.
And now she's gone. She was found unresponsive in cardiac arrest at a residence in Greenville, South Carolina, where she was temporarily staying. 1:51 p.m. after a 911 call, attempted advanced life support and resuscitation, pronounced gone at 2:32. Was in cardiac arrest. I don't know. There's another interview, and I did share it earlier. I'm not sure if it's still in my X feed or not, but she mentioned that there's a lot of people still working in Hollywood, and people that are still powerful today, that she didn't want to get into like a big thing, make a big thing about it, and didn't want to have to deal with it. It would just be easier to not confront it and call them out and go through it all. And that is a shame. It's a shame when anybody who's been abused is not comfortable or capable or confident that the right thing will happen. They'll be protected and justice will be done. So a lot of people just don't even bother. It's also disgusting when someone like Trevor Bauer or let's just stick with Trevor Bauer. That's an easy one. Someone's framed and shaken down. Framed. That's sort of what the Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein gig was all about, right? Honeypot traps, catch you in the spider web, get you doing something compromising, and you get some compromat. And now, hey, you better do this or else. You basically purchase people's souls. You buy them, you trick them, you threaten them, or you silence them. But Trevor Bauer was accused of something he didn't do, and his life was ruined. Cy Young winning pitcher. Whole career ruined. Is that a vacuum or a lawnmower? I did wonder if that was something you would be able to hear. Turns out you absolutely can. Was it Mick Stagger? I think they said the person was a 30-year-old rock guy. Actually, let me put it in chat. Who was the guy she was taken to his bed on the boat? You feel like the story has got to be out there somewhere. Has not publicly named. From the movie, from the book, the memoir, This Is Me, A Reckoning. She called the female friend she trusted Stella. Maybe that's not the real name. Luxury yacht, boat, party boat into a small cabin. Undressed, shirtless, very famous man. In bed, arms behind his head, covered waist down by the sheets. The friend physically put Panettiere into bed with him and indicated she was expected to perform acts. Panettiere said the man acted as if excuse me. Panettiere said the man acted as if this was routine. She went into survival mode, told him it wasn't going to happen, fled the room, and hid elsewhere on the boat, which was already out at sea, so she couldn't leave. Huh. Okay, well, that's happening, folks.
Is all of them.
New York Post reporting African migrants hijack TV broadcast.
Estamos en Ceuta. ¿Ven ustedes todo esto de aquí?
This is in Spain. He says, do you see all this here?
Esto se llama invasión.
An invasion.
Es una guerra.
It's a
Están
war.
ahora mismo
Nearly 150 people
llegando
are arriving
casi 150 personas cada
every hour.
hora.
Y ustedes, ¿por qué no lo ven? Pero ahí está la Guardia
And you don't see it, but over there are the civil guard and the army.
Civil y el Ejército, con instrucciones de no hacer
With instructions to do absolutely nothing.
absolutamente nada.
Desde hace hoy tenemos una
Almost looks like they're on a green screen, though. Since today we have a very clear word,
palabra muy clara, compromiso.
commitment. We're going to do
Vamos a
everything
hacer todo lo que haya que
Needs
hacer
to be done.
para
to precisely fight. And now this is when it happens.
justamente luchar contra
Miren la
Look at the provocation.
provocación. Esto es lo que está ocurriendo. Vienen
This is what is happening. They come to provoke.
a provocar.
luchando por España para que esto
Fighting for Spain so that this doesn't happen again.
no vuelva a ocurrir. Aguet. Aguet. Fuera de aquí.
She's going, get out of here.
Fuera.
Fuera de aquí.
Fuera. Vamos a
Vienen a humillar
They come to humiliate Spain, he says.
a España, pero no acabarán humillando a España. Los
But they won't end up humiliating Spain.
españoles somos resistentes. Lo que necesitamos es un gobierno que gobierne. No esta pandilla
We Spaniards are resilient.
de corruptos y esta pandilla de traidores.
En Ceuta comienza el reinicio nacional.
Estamos
All right. What a fun time. So which was it? Danette, I may never know, and I may never tell. Was it a Sander? Adam Sander? From Grown Ups? Is that the Grown Ups 3 they're filming now?
Estamos en Ceuta.
Saturday Night Live, Adam Sander. All right, CBS News shows this dog rescued after... Oh, I took a picture, Danette. Danette ordered merchandise. She ordered a mug for the New American Media. And I made a company. I think I gave you a middle initial of Q. And then I gave you a company called CRK HD something. I took a screenshot. Remind me, I don't know, on a Facebook message or something, and I'll try to send it to you. But yeah, we mailed out the merchandise. It was a mug for the New American Media. And she said, well, send it to this address because the crackheads are taking my boxes or something. So I called it like crackhead remediation services. I created a company for it. And you didn't even notice. I know. Remind me, shoot a message on Facebook, and I have it saved. So I was going through, I was filing some stuff. I go, oh, there it is. So I took a picture. But yeah, I'll send it to you. The mugs come with no hugs, and hopefully no bugs either. That is the goal. Tango Liberty, happy to have you. Says chaos is their agenda, talking about the globalists, and they are going to have it. Danette says they allow them in there the same as they did here so they can initiate civil strife. Yeah, and it's tell me where the residents voted to be invaded with the culture that's not theirs, customs that they don't want to adhere to, have no interest in bowing to Islam. Tell me where the Spaniards voted for that. Like, we want that. We want 500,000 people storming our shores like a bloody invasion. I would wager the people did not want that to happen. Just like maybe this dog didn't want to end up on a ledge, stranded for 17 hours. Dixon County, Tennessee. Take a look at this. Look at that little puppy. Is that a leash? Is that a collar and a leash? I don't know if it's attached to anything. Firefighters rescued a dog that was stranded more than 100 feet down a cliff in Dixon County, Tennessee on Friday, 17 hours after separating from its owner. The dog is chillaxing. Yeah, stop taking dogs hiking in dangerous places. Okay, so they're getting a second. Oh, okay, they're going to put the dog in a bag. That's the way you do it. Lift him up right into the bag. Poor puppy. I'm not even a puppy guy. Nothing against him. I'm just, I'm a cat guy. There you go. Right into the bag, pup. No. It's all good. Right into the bag. Tango Liberty says we're near world chaos, and the nations will accept the new world order. David Rockefeller. I mean, the globe has always been in some degree of chaos. But hey, look at this. This is order from chaos here. The chaos of the dog falling down in Tennessee. Look at all that effort. These spelunkers, not spelunkers, but these climbers. Good for them. TNAM Animal Rescue. That's a Facebook group you can join, private. TNAM Animal Rescue. Go on Facebook right now. Go to TNAM Animal Rescue. Private group. Ask to join. And if it asks you any membership questions, say Rutabaga. Rutabaga. And I'll let you in that private Facebook group. Okay. Official MAGA News put out this clip. Just days after taking office, Colombia's new right-wing president, Abelardo de la Espriella, has authorized joint military operations with the United States to take on the cartels. Colombia has also officially joined President Trump's America's counter-cartel coalition.
I'm also proud to announce that Colombia will join.
And this is in English? Wait, who's saying this?
The ACCC.
Oh, okay, this is Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War.
Becoming the 19th member. And through the newly inaugurated president, as our president likes to say.
And I believe that's where Kristi Noem is at, right? She's running the cartel, what is this? The Counter Cartel Coalition of the Americas, I think.
President El Tigre. Colombia has already requested that the Department of War join Colombia in its fight against narco-terrorism, authorizing joint military operations to destroy terrorists and terror networks. Thank you very much. Aggressive. I'm also proud to announce that Colombia...
Okay, bravo. Is that it? Okay, that's it. Well, good. Colombia, working with us. Robbie Starbuck says, hey, call me a radical, but if we want America to be exceptional, then taxpayers who fund all the welfare should have more of a say in our elections than lifelong welfare users. Call me whatever you want, but I think it's nuts to give these two groups the same voting power. One group will always just vote for the person or party that promises them the most free stuff that the rest of us have to pay for. Remember, the Constitution used to say life, liberty, and property. Change it to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It used to be you needed to be a landowner to vote. I mean, making the most contributions, paying the most, it's going to impact you the most. What the Democrats have done over the past, I mean, what are we talking? How long? Probably from the beginning of the Democrat Party? Yeah, Kenneth, they're playing a game of Narco Polo down there. Narco Polo. Shit. Miedra. Chinga. Sorry, I think these are actual Spanish cuss words. I'll clean up my act. Speaking of cleaning up my act, I have two devices making noises around me. Gotta love it. And I'll never tell you what they are. Maybe it's just a blender. I don't know. All right, let's keep it going. Thomas Massey from the great state of Kentucky. Making Kentuckies. Albert Bourla, veterinarian and CEO of Pfizer, did not get a pardon. Prosecute him, says Thomas Massey. Pharmaceutical companies are not permitted to make such blatantly false claims about the efficacy of their products. This tweet is from April 21, before the vaccines were licensed or mandated. Albert Bourla says, excited to share that updated analysis from our phase 3 study with BioNTech also showed that our COVID-19 vaccine was 100% effective in preventing cases in South Africa. Oh, really now? Well, blatantly false claims. No pardon. Do you agree or disagree with Thomas Massey that it's time to go after everybody not named Anthony Fauci for their COVID crimes? Agree or disagree with Thomas Massey? Question of the day. Type it in the comments. Agree or disagree with Massey? It's hard to disagree on that one. Dare I say impossible. Yeah, I'm in favor. I would agree. Question of the day. I agree. How about this? Avion put this on. I've been thinking about it today. Nobody talks about how parking, remember parking? Parking used to cost quarters. Now it's $8 an hour, and it requires an app, and it won't take cash. And it charges you a $2 convenience fee to pay digitally. You're paying a tech tax to leave your car in a painted rectangle. Public space has been monetized into oblivion. Yeah, you want to make sure people stop coming around? Do that shit everywhere. Even the slightest inconveniences will just take people out of their habit. It'll completely take patrons off the board. And the governments, they anything to make money, anything. What more? Where else can we get it? Having a conversation with somebody, the toll road they used to take somewhere was $1.25. It's $5 now. I saw a post from 1997. It was probably 2.5, 3 feet long. It was a grocery list from just some regular regular grocery store. It was like $110 for like a quadrillion items. Probably 40 bags of food. The yogurt's 50 cents and the eggs are 39 cents. Our money is collapsing right in front of us. Which, by the way, well, I'll hold on to that for a little later. But I would say might be a good time to invest in some silver or gold. Not financial advice. Consult your personal financial planner for all investment decisions. But yeah, I don't want to download an app for everything. I don't want to download another app. I have such app fatigue. What's up, gibberish? I see people jumping in on YouTube. Make sure you're checking in on Rumble. Make sure everybody hits the thumbs up button. Share the show with a friend. Like the program. And just double checking, it does appear as though we are streaming on Facebook, which is good. So I'm going to put this into the Agree to Disagree show. Join our live show. Oh, okay, there's Patriot Warrior. Jumping in on Rumble. Happy to have gibberish and all the new people. We had a Rumble raid from the Stinchfield show the other day. That was super cool. Thank you for that. Go follow Stinchfield. I don't recall where everybody came from, everybody's origin stories, but I digress. But yeah, the parking's out of control. And you know what? I did put, here, let me go back to the New American Media. This right here, perfect. This was one of the standalone posts that we had on the New American Media. Oh, Gibberish says, that's how I found you. We rumble ranted in from Stinchfield show. That's awesome. Happy to have you, Gibberish. Invite your friends. We like to chit-chat it up in here. And we like to play tennis. You know, take the comments. It's a free-flowing show, don't you know? What was I just starting to say? Oh, this standalone post here. Star says, I don't want to download the app to pay for parking. No, I don't want to create an account to see a restaurant menu. I don't want to provide feedback on a 30-second interaction. I just want to exist in the physical world without a digital leash. Anybody else feel that way? Tell me, do you agree with that point or what? So yes, in the question of the day, comment QOTD, agree or disagree. Do you just want to live in the physical world, not being on a digital leash? I do. Rob Moore here says, it feels like a scam that electric and heating bills keep going up hundreds of %. Yet, we have smart homes heating, energy-saving LED lights, and appliances, and we've all installed this solar and wind power. Can anyone explain to me why this is? You know, sometimes just somebody bitching kind of lays it all out for you, and you go, yeah, wait a damn minute. And all these crappy LED lights, you force this fucking meter on the side of my house that I don't want attached. And you go, well, for the convenience, we'll put it on for you. But if you don't want it, we'll charge you $50 extra a month. How about fuck you very much? Sorry, guys. We're being nudged, Cass Sunstein style. Nudge was the name of his book. Big Obama acolyte, or vice versa. Nudge by Cass Sunstein. We're all being pushed into this other place that I don't want to go, and I don't know very many people that want to join. So how do you push back? You know, peacefully and patriotically, of course. So many apps, it's just plain crap. Yeah, sort of. Please clap. Says Jeb Bush. Anyway. Yeah, if we're doing all this renewable stuff and all the little light bulbs and every appliance has to be Energy Star certified, why the fuck is my electric bill $200 every 30 days? Anyway, anyone else frustrated by, the water bill? Looking at that thing, holy shit! Very minimal water actually used, and so much of it is just going to all these fees to pay for general upkeep. Well, you're hooked up to the sewer system, and we gotta dig up the sewer system and make repairs. So it's going to be $100 just to stay connected to the sewer, so you can flush your toilet each month. What? $200 a month for your electric bill? What? Or at least 135 to 170, depending on, is it gas? Is it electric? Is it super hot so you have the AC on, or is it super cold so you have the heat? Blah. Not to be bitching, but I found some bitching posts. This is a good one. And this is going to be a plot in Moon Saloon, keep in mind. Hopefully I can get that to you sometime soon. Ricky Zaccaglino, Ricky the Guido, says, by getting rid of paper files and replacing them with digital ones, they, whoever they are, can erase history. Who are they? Whoever wins. One day you'll encounter the message, page not found. And the next day, you'll see them deny that it ever actually happened. Julian Assange. You need physical music, physical books, physical movies. Yeah, damn right you do. And it's happened. This has happened. So many times I've tried to find maybe my interview with John McAfee about the Vault 7 data dump. He said the CIA just got nuked. We got 130,000 views on that in the first hour or two, and they zapped our account. And then for years afterward, I'd search it. It would not. That was called. Is that the shadow ban? De-ranking, de-boosting. I guess it's being memory hold. They take content, they just throw it down the memory hole. There's different terms for different censorship techniques, but oh yeah. The Joan Rivers video talking about Obama being the first gay president, and was it a month and a half, 6 or 7 weeks later, she expires in some sort of botched facelift or Botox injection or whatever it was. Yeah, I remember that. But then I just remember not being able to find these stories. And it's like, why are they hiding what happened? All you got to do is just block a video and then it never plays. You could say, no, I saw the beginning of the George Floyd video. Paused it, slowed down, looked on his tongue. It looked like he was taking a lethal dose of fentanyl. He was hyperventilating and having a panic attack, heart attack type thing in his first vehicle. Said, I can't go back there, man. I can't go back there. Don't arrest me. Don't put me back in jail, man. Dude was flipping out or having a heart attack or overdosing on fentanyl. And I watched him get peacefully, professionally handcuffed, placed in the back of the cop car. But those cops had the other door open and he wiggled and moved out the other door onto the ground, which is where the Chauvin thing took place. Now, if it didn't fit the narrative, maybe that beginning part of the video would just disappear. And you have the automatic AI trained to look for it, and in real time, you can't even upload until we make sure that that video is not included. Don't think it can't happen. Don't think it isn't already happening. I just saw that in Rumble. What was the thing we were saying with Kenneth about so many apps? It's all crap. or something, and then I said, please clap, like Jeb Bush. Patriot Warrior says, Lori can't clap. Good grief. If you know, you know. Is Lori still a softball player? I need to have that image queued up. I don't know when we need a new one. Gibberish. Hey, Gibberish, by the way, if you hang out long enough, maybe we'll put you on the softball team. Can you, Patriot Warrior, can you explain that to him in the comments? Gibberish Nation says the liberal communists have been transitioning our language in schools and religion for years. So successful, they moved to the physical. There we go. People need to wake up. They will transition our government as well if we let them. Yeah. Okay, what? You're saying you have an empty house, 80-degree thermostat setting, and your bill's $286? Holy crap. Tell me you're mining Bitcoin or something. Woo. Goodness. Anyway, this is true. Get physical music, physical movies, physical books. Get the best ones. All right, what is this? Moroccan migrant tells Spanish woman, this country is ours now, according to World Replacement. So she says we have the shame of this. Women have been arred. Women have been arred. The women from Cueta. She's like, I'm the woman. I'm talking here. We have to live like this to terrorists. The terrorists, we can't even go out of the house. This is not. This is unfair. What we are living is unfair. Get out of here. I'll tell you what, the people of Spain seem to be pretty pissed off. And I would say that's a pretty good sign.
Es injusto, es muy injusto que tengamos que vivir así. No puede ser. No puede ser.
It can't be.
Es de vergüenza.
It's a shame.
Y aquí se tiene que levantar, Ceuta.
And here you have to get up, Cueta. Moroccan man openly told a Spanish woman how she must live in her own country. If she feels unsafe, that's her problem, says World Replacement. If Spaniards have to lock themselves inside their homes, so be it, because this is ours now. This is the new reality in parts of Spain. The guests are rewriting the rules. How much longer until the hosts fight back? Did he say this is our house? This is ours now? Did he say that yet?
Y el país, porque no podemos estar sin más. Yo estoy embarazada.
He says, we can't live like this. I'm pregnant and I'm suffering.
Estoy sufriendo. Tengo un hijo y estoy sufriendo y me duele de mi ciudad así.
Suffering, and it hurts that the city is like this. Do you imagine your town getting invaded? Ugh.
Me duele, hay que levantarse.
We have to get up. Levántense, levántense. Siétense, Pancho, siétense, cállate, siétense, cállate. ¿Cómo se dice teacher en español? Not esposa. What is teacher? Teacher in español? Without a prompt, without asking AI? Professor? Maybe?
No puede ser que nos invadan así.
It can't be that they invade us like this.
Es una vergüenza.
It's a shame when I have to go out into the street and find this. And Cueta has always been a safe city. A great city that we have welcomed everyone. We've always been.
Que hemos acogido todo el mundo y siempre hemos estado bien y me duele en el alma, se me desgarra
My soul hurts. My soul is torn from the inside. See my
por dentro el alma de ver a mis hijos así. Las niñas que no pueden ni salir de su casa,
The girls who can't even go outside of their houses. They can't go to the beach.
no pueden ni a la playita los niños.
The children who go to the marina and they have fights everywhere.
Te vas a la marina y tienen peleas por todos lados.
Places where we take our children to play. We can't do anything.
No, los sitios donde llevamos a nuestros niños a jugar, no podemos hacer nada. Impotencia.
Impotent.
Lo que tenemos, la vergüenza, esto. Mujeres violadas, mujeres violadas.
Sí, entre esos se los lleven al monte.
Violadas.
¿Dónde está la policía que tenemos aquí? ¿Para qué estamos pagando
aquí
impuestos?
de Ceuta
¿Por qué
tenemos
no
que
lo
estar,
recogen?
estoy hablando,
¿Pero
las
por qué no
mujeres
lo
de aquí
cogen?
tenemos que estar así, atemorizadas, atemorizadas que no podemos ni salir de la casa.
yo también me iré
Esto
ni salir de la
no
calle.
es, esto es injusto, lo que estamos viviendo es injusto.
que tiene que actuar.
Quítate de
La
aquí,
policía que tiene que
es
actuar.
injusto.
Yeah. Turn around and yell at people. Get out of here. That is insane in Spain that it's the settlers have mostly landed in the plains. For shame. Danette says, I don't even want the internet anymore, honestly. Just send me a letter. Yeah, my grandfather had a famous event one time, and his reaction was, I can't believe that company would make something that would be like this, that would fail like this. You know what? I'm going to write them a nice stiff letter. That was the phrase. I still use that phrase to this day. I'm going to write him a nice stiff letter. Oh, okay. Patriot Warrior says he's going to make another in a few weeks. It's a long process working with PowerPoint, Excel, and AI to get it correct. That's the softball team. Yeah, I lose track. I don't know who else. Do we remember who else needs to be on the softball team? The TNAM Trash Pandas? But yeah, send them a nice stiff letter. The New American Media says this woman is our spirit animal. Rise up and defend your land, Spaniards. Darren says, I bet she voted for Sanchez because he was the most handsome candidate. I don't know. And I couldn't make out that the guy said what they quoted him saying, for the record. Not to say it wasn't there, but I didn't get the translation. So Sarah Sizzle says, oh, okay. That's this account here. I'm going to write them a nice stiff email. Yeah, that's what it is today. Leanne says, I like her. That previous lady. She's got guts to stand up for her country. Yeah, we all need to find that right now. Wake up. We are out of time. Time is done. Time is done. Yeah, I bet you don't hear that blender anymore. Isn't that nice? Okay, programming note. Tomorrow's show will be in the evening. Tomorrow's show will be at 8 p.m. tomorrow. Stay tuned. And thanks for joining me at this different time. It's always good when we go live at different times. And I tried to set the show up in advance to show did everyone like kind of catch that programming note? Because the show was preloaded so early and like, oh, 3:30, okay. And as I told you, any start time, I do the best I can to get to it. Sometimes things are out of control. Oh, okay, that's right. Sam gets 34. Oh, Joker Poker's getting 47. Oh, Gibberish and Shelly Rose. Where's Shelly today? I don't see Shelly. Of course, we are at a different time. Okay, we got 4 new TNAM Trash Panda softball members. That's awesome. Thank you, Patriot Warrior. 8 maybe too late. Yeah. Well, I might be able to do 7. I can't commit. I'm thinking 8 o'clock would work. So I'll probably set the show up for 8 and we'll just go from there. Anyway, all right. Sarah Sizzle says, now try to follow this here. Liberals say an unborn baby has the rights. Excuse me. Liberals say an unborn baby. Oh, check this out. Hang on. You've never seen this version of me, have you? I actually don't know if this is any better. Liberals say an unborn baby has rights the second an illegal immigrant woman crosses the border pregnant. You get that? Unborn babies have rights the second an illegal alien invader crosses the border while pregnant. But if that same baby is inside a U.S. citizen at 34 weeks, it's just a clump of cells with 0 rights and can be aborted on demand. Explain the logic, please. I don't know if that's going to work. Of course, my lighting is all differente. I could do this. I could be interrogated. I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. That's a lot of light. Would I rather have too little light or too much light? Why ask why? Try Bud Dry. Kenneth with some wordplay here. AIE $10 super chat coming in off the top ropes. Thank you, Kenneth. AEI OU. OU. Why? Why did you take so long, huh, to figure it out? But I did it. Now I'm the only one underneath the sun who didn't get it. I can't believe that I could be deceived. So-called girl, but in reality, she had a hidden agenda. She put my tender hot in a blender, and still I surrendered. Look at that, like a chump. The blender came back around again. Thanks for being here, Brian's. Welcome. Brian's brain is dumped on the table. I'm constantly song lyrics and songs and such. Yes. Thank you, Kenneth, for the $10 super chat, everybody. That is a good time to remind you at the top of the hour on the program. Please consider becoming a monthly subscriber. Patreon, Rumble, and YouTube lets you sign up for whatever dollar amount you want. I think for as little as $5 a month. It's not a lot to you, but it's a massive amount over here because those $5 add up. And guess what? After a couple of those, we might be able to pay our yearly X fees. Google charges fees. Restream just cut our streams from 10 to 5 and they want to charge us more for the account. We might go to StreamYard because of it. I don't know. But the behind the scenes stuff doesn't matter. You're here in the bar. We're watching TVs. I'm bartending. We're chopping it up. We're having a good conversation. You don't need to know what's going on in the kitchen or in the liquor room or down at the beer taps. You don't need to know any of that. You're forward facing. I'm customer facing. And you're right there. But the sausage is made, they say in government, you don't want to see how the sausage is made. It's a pretty gross process to blend all that meat together and fill it in the casings. Yeah. That's how you make laws. It's kind of, well, what if you do this for me, what could I, well, I do have an appropriations bill coming up in September. I sure would like your support. I don't know if we could count on that. Well, I think if you can see it my way here, maybe. It's a lot of backroom deals. Yeah, my X fee. Alimony. All right. You brought it up. I am a divorced man. prior to marriage, we signed a prenuptial agreement. Basically, my thought was, I never want you to stay with me for money. I never want you to leave me for money. That's it. I just never want you to stay with me for money. I don't want you to leave me for money. And when we split, it was, it was a split, but it was amiable in some terms, There wasn't a lot of back and forth or tug of war or bitterness. But I did keep 7 cats. 3 were indoor, outdoor, 6, I think indoor was the max, but these were fosters. And then foster fails. We did end up keeping 3 plus 2. So yeah, there were 7 inside at once, including Panther and Mayhem. Ben, Aster, Shebound, Nimbus, Halo. God, all these guys have passed except for Mr. Bean. That is crazy. Yeah. So there was no support payments, except, hold on a second, what are we doing with these cats? Well, like, these are, they're expensive. So we worked out a catamony agreement. Now, she ultimately broke it. We don't need to get into the weeds on this topic, but I did set up catamony. I'm like, hey, you want to take the cats? Then take the cats. You want to split the cats? Split the cats. But if I'm taking all the cats, better come at me with some catamony. I mean, geez, the boxes of kitty litter, $30, $25. The boxes of Fancy Feast are $30. The bags of food are $25. It's like, you blink and you're up to a couple $100, and that's if you don't have any emergency veterinarian stuff. So yeah, X-fee, alimony, or catamony. But yeah, if anyone else wants to jump in on the Rumble Rant Super Chat stuff, please do so. We also do Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, all scrolling at the bottom of the screen if you want to spell it out properly. And yes, Kenneth, Nimbus, we miss. I know, he would jump up. He would hear me from the other room and go, oh, it's go time. Things are happening. And he'd always want to be in the middle, and he'd like to kind of nuzzle on the side of the, and you'd see the screen go like that because he's knocking into it. I miss Nimbus. Anyway, let's keep it going.
This morning, a man is...
Okay, well, when you allow your country to get invaded, you cannot be surprised when bad things happen. This is horrific, and it never should have happened, says Senator Jim Banks. Where was this at? Colts football. So is this Indiana? Yep, Indiana father struck in Cade in a hit and run by an illegal alien invader drunk driver. You tell me how that culturally enriched America by this happening. That this person had any business being in this country. Now, would a proper vetting process have caught? Did he have priors where we would have had a heads up that this isn't a person we'd want to bring into the country? I don't know. But here's the report. Homeland Security says it's yet another senseless tragedy caused by an illegal alien monster who never should have been here.
This morning, a man is dead after a hit-and-run crash in Lawrence. This happened around 2:20 this morning near Pendleton Pike and East 46th Street. Lawrence police say one of the vehicles was unoccupied when they arrived. They say they found the victim unresponsive and entrapped in the second vehicle in this crash. That man was pronounced dead at the scene. Neighbors in this area say this is a hot spot for illegal U-turns, which often leads to accidents. Police say they found the suspect walking less than a mile from the crash site. They admitted to being involved in the crash and are now in custody. So we'll provide any updates on this investigation as we learn more. This morning, a man is dead after a hit-and-run crash in Lawrence. This happened around...
So many of these, all of them unnecessary. All these stories unnecessary. This never needed to happen.
This morning, a man is dead.
When the truth.
Connor, who is this? Connor Lowen.
When the truth comes.
This is a good one. A lot of philosophy on today's show. Hard news, breaking news. We'll switch over to X in a minute and see what's happening now. But I like these thought experiments, these jokes, these things that make you go, Things that make you go, Remember that song? I remember every song. Okay, question of the day. How often per show do I reference a song lyric? If you had to guess. Some of you are, maybe been here for a couple shows. Some of you have been for, I can't say every show, but damn near every show. Or like some of you are in a super elite echelon of how many shows you've viewed. How many times per show do I break out into song? I don't know the answer to that. And I don't know if anyone else notices that. Anyway, I digress. Connor Lowen here says, America is not divided by race, color, gender, or sexual orientation. Ideally, right. America is divided into wise people and fools. Okay, I could probably get along with that. And fools divide themselves by race, color, gender, or sexual orientation. That is so well said. So well said. America is not divided by race, color, gender, or sexual orientation. America is divided into wise people and fools. And fools divide themselves by race, color, gender, or sexual orientation. Oh, this is for you, Danette. Danette. It's like a Pink Panther Peter Griffin. Peter Pink Panther Griffin. Where's the comment I was trying to read? Where'd that go? Chitwood says, social media has become paid propagandists spreading any type of hate. It's a cesspool. That's what you said. Take the internet away at this point. I don't even want it. Oh, by the way, Danette, if my price is about to go up again on my internet, how do I fix that? Do you know anyone that can fix that for me? Totally unrelated.
When the truth comes.
If you're a journalist.
Oh, I've played you this before, but it doesn't get much better than this self-own. I don't know who this dude is. What account put this out? Phil Conservative. Conservative. A debate in Washington, D.C. took an unexpected turn when a left-wing protester demanded this from this journalist. One simple question. Puts it all in perspective now, don't it? This is so good. We need better arguments, and this is maybe the best argument.
Journalists, why do you not have a name? Where's your name badge? Where's any information? At least they told me who they were. You don't have any.
So why should I have like a name badge?
Yes, if you're a journalist, if you're any sort of publicist, that's news. That's literally the law. You have to have.
So
that
should people have?
That's literally the law. Okay. You keep using that word. It does not mean what you think it means. Ortho in the hizzy. What's up, Ortho? Gluckenstabel. Happy to have you. Leanne watched an ad for the guys. Woohoo! That's like tossing a penny in the wishing well. Thank you. Those pennies add up. If I get enough of those. Woohoo! It helps pay the bills. Thank you for letting the ads play. And reminder, when you're having fun in here, perhaps 2 devices. Logged in on one account, maybe letting the other one play the ads, and the other you could skip and stay caught up in real time, perhaps. So this lady is using the word literally. It's literally the law. You have to have a name badge if you're a journalist. Okay. That might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard, because no, that's not a thing anywhere. But then he asks, why should I have a name badge and identification to be a journalist?
Have IDs when they vote?
If you want me to have an ID to be a journalist, then that means you're also advocating for people to have IDs when they vote, right?
Oh my God, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not.
Oh my God, I'm not doing this shit. Like, her brain broke right there.
Yes.
I mean, it's a good question, right?
No. It's the best question to that. Almost too good. Almost like it could be staged.
Go ahead. Tell me more about immigrants.
Tell me more about immigrants.
That's what you're gonna do.
So people need journalists.
Tell me more about immigrants. Why is that your battle, lady? Tie-dye lady.
ID? Do we need voter ID?
She wants journalists to have ID, but not voters. Not illegal aliens. They get to do whatever they want all the time. It's that great Family Guy. Excuse me, you can't be watching porn here at the bar. Oh, well, I'm trans. Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue doing whatever you want all the time. Perfect joke. Oh, my bad. Forgive me. Please continue doing whatever you want all the time. Oh, it doesn't get much better. What's up, Dina? I know everyone's a law scholar. Well, I did stay at a Holiday Essex. Doggone it. Well, I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. See, this is why a read-through helps. Sometimes if you're doing a show or Saturday Night Live doing skits or sketches. With Nimbus, I give him scritches. Mr. Bean. He loves the chin scritches. To do a read-through. I don't do read-throughs. F it, we'll do it live. That's my philosophy. But yeah, everyone is a law scholar.
If you're a journalist, why do you not have a name? Where's your name badge? Where's any information? At least.
Where's your name? Where's your name badge? My name badge? Why? So you can dox me and try to get me fired from life, miserable tie-dye lady?
They told me who they were. You don't have any.
So why should I have
Yeah, why should I have?
like a name badge?
Yes, if you're a journalist, if you're any sort of publicist,
If you're any sort of publicist,
that's news. That's literally the law.
that's news. That's literally the law. I mean, it's nothing could be further from the truth.
So should people have IDs when they vote?
Oh my God, I'm not doing this shit.
Checkmate.
I'm not. Yes.
I mean, it's a good.
Kenneth, what's that one Simpsons? Oh no, the bees, they're fighting back somehow. Homer's getting swarmed by bees and he can't believe they're fighting back somehow. Wait, this journalist is defending himself somehow. Yeah, it's called reality. There's not much to it. But this lady brought an eggplant to a gunfight. I don't know. Ortho Gluckenstabel says YouTube is screwing with my ability to comment. Have to reboot after each comment. What? Okay, Ortho. Question. Riddle me this. Are you on Rumble? Can you log into the X account and post your comments there? Rumble. What else are we on today? Twitch. Facebook. Can you try from a different? I'm not surprised that YouTube is screwing with us. They've done it for 15 years, which is why your crowdfunding is so crucial. It's not even playing field. It's not level ground. It's not equal opportunity to earn a living and crush a check and get ad revenue from all the views. Everything is censored and shadow banned. We're doing it anyway because I think it's important to have these conversations, have these laughs, think of good conversation, good talking points, so that when we go out in the world, we can be equipped. Ortho says he's going to try. Yeah, everybody, please follow us on Rumble. Start an account. It'll take 2 minutes. Sign up with an email. It's a great YouTube alternative because at some point, YouTube works right now. Please subscribe on YouTube to our channel. Drop us Rumble rants on our channel. Those work. I actually don't know the last time a payment processed over there, though. It's been a minute. Can't remember if they do it every quarter, every 2 months, every 3 months. Hopefully this will be a good one. We had a very good month on YouTube, but I don't trust them. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. Yeah, I'm in a temporary unholy alliance with them. Google YouTube, the deep state, built by DARPA. The hell do you think they're doing over there? Of course they don't like us and our crew. That's what President Trump said. They're not coming after me. I just happen to be in the way. They're coming after you. You're the ones listening. You're the ones they're worried about. I'm one guy. They're coming after you. I just happen to be in the way. Now, of course, multi-billionaire President Trump, not exactly apples to apples with your kindly bartender, your neighborhood barkeep. But the point remains. They're not coming after me. They're coming after you because you are listening to the topics that we cover. You're having better conversations and you're getting smarter listening to this show. You know what? In honor of that, here, I'd like to ask everybody to grab your favorite beverage and join me in a simultaneous sip. Because Scott Adams would often say things like, well, you're looking great today. Did you lose some weight? Have you been working out? I can tell. You are crushing it. Keep whatever you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. You look great. By the way, welcome to the best podcast you've ever been a part of. He would say it was the Scott Adams Show. Or what was it called? Coffee with Scott Adams. There we go. And I would say it's the TNAM Daily Show. But regardless, join me in a simultaneous sip. If you would like to, grab your favorite beverage and join me. How do you do that? Well, if you would like to join me in today's simultaneous sip, all you need is a cup or mug or glass, a tanker, chalice or stein, a canteen, jug or flask, a vessel of any kind. Fill your favorite liquid. I like coffee, and join me now for the unparalleled pleasure, the dopamine hit of the day, the thing that makes everything better. It's called the simultaneous sip, and it happens now. Go! That's good coffee. Gibberish says, we all saw during the State of the Union speech when Democrats refused to stand and clap for the very people who put them in office, unless they have cheated so much and so often they know they weren't elected. See, that's what I think. I think most of these people know that they were selected, not elected. Murkowski, she's not actually winning up there, and she knows it. She can't allow to have an actual SAVE Act. She'd never stay in office. And she'd rather selfishly claw to cling on to whatever power she has instead of fixing the country. Oh, this is so weird. Ortho says, after every comment, my whole screen only shows Brian talking in the comments. No, only shows Brian talking, no comments at all. Now, this is from your phone, or this is from your, can you try it on your phone, or can you try it on your laptop? Can you try it on your PC? Can you try it on a tablet? Can you try casting it up on your smart TV? I wonder if it might just, maybe there's an update that you need to run on like Google Play Store or Apple Play or whatever it's called. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, I love this.
If you're a journalist, why do you not have a name? Where's your name badge?
Why don't you have a name? It's literally the law. All right, Bill Malugin, one of the best reporters on the invasion of America. Remember when they tried to tell you if you say that American citizens are being replaced by foreigners, you're some sort of bad guy? Remember they used to say that? You can't say it's a great replacement. That's if you say what's happening, then you're clearly like that mustached guy from the 30s. Fuck I am. Hell no. You don't get to dictate stuff like that to me. Wave your magic wand around and speak edicts at me. It's an absolute plan to replace the citizens of all nations with invaders. Tear down statues, tear down systems that have been in place for a very long time, and replace them with some homogenous, generic thing that nobody wants, mind you. Bill Malugin says Meta has a new message warning. Okay, this is your Instagram, Facebook alert, because I can't trust them either. Meta's new message warning you to be careful when you search for mass migration related news like Quetta on Instagram, which includes a get migration information button that offers help with moving to a new country. Then that takes potential migrants to a United Nations website with links to info for asylum seeking, as well as a United Nations app that brands itself as empowering migrants. Haven't seen this before. Oh, right there. Quetta is a Spanish-speaking autonomous city on the North African coast, bordering Morocco at the Strait of Gibraltar. Be careful when searching for migration info. Offering or helping move people illegally across international borders is not allowed on our platforms. Huh? Now that's an interesting twist. That's a legal disclaimer. If you or someone you know is looking to migrate lawfully, you can get help and information from trusted sources. Get migration info. Oh, they got a carve out. They got kickbacks. They got little workarounds. Every non-governmental organization and nonprofit. Now, not that every one of them do this, but those industries, look at what they're full of. Look at what they do. It's not for people like you. It's not. Now, wait a minute. You're saying that Dina is saying now you can't leave comments either? Let me go. I'm watching. I've got the playback on. Rumble. I'll have to check that on YouTube. Let's keep going.
Early.
Hazard Boys Media. What is this? Fox News, Fifth Column Podcast. Fauci's accused of censoring ABC's lab leak report. This is Terry Moran.
Early in 2021, maybe January.
Early in the morning, rising to the streets.
February. I'm seeing online and elsewhere people that I thought were smart and serious. Jamie Menzel mostly saying, and others, maybe this leaked from the lab. And the day that it's supposed to air, it gets reviewed and it comes back to me. And I was told, Fauci.
Wait, so they took the story that you did and either sent a copy of a transcript or a copy of the video to Anthony Fauci.
I don't know that that's true personally, but I was told that.
It's a little unclear. He says 2021 there, and maybe he means 2020, but not only did he go along with the government cover-up and didn't say anything about it until now, he also can't get his facts right.
No, he can't.
Early in 2021, maybe January, February.
Well, Fauci. ABC censored the COVID Wuhan lab leak report. Cover up. Cover up, cover up, cover up. Dina, that's so funny. Never leave your cave without your club. I posted that for Ortho. Oh, good having his back. Ortho's got that great catchphrase. That's great. I love it. Unlike how I don't love Fauci. Early in the morning, rising to the streets. Used to cover that song. Yeah, America, what are you doing? You folded? You had one shot to lock down elections forever, and you folded and went on summer vacation. This is John Kennedy.
I was very disappointed that we did not vote on the House resolution, budget resolution, to start the reconciliation process to hopefully lead to more money to our military and to pass the SAVE Act. And this was not a vote, would not have been a vote to actually pass those things. It would have just been a vote to allow us to try. You can't blame this one on Senator Thune. We had a big meeting Friday night to talk about it. I think if a majority of the conference had wanted to go forward, Senator Thune was ready to do it. But a majority of the conference didn't. And I get that we were short a few votes. But I still believe we should have taken a couple of extra days. It would not have thrown the earth out of order. I was very disappointed that we did.
They cut that off, but he said it wouldn't have thrown the earth out of order. Should have happened. No, Leanne's getting all these Tallarico ads. I know you don't want to see them, but here's the thing. Every time you, oh, this is great. Every time an angel, every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Yay, it's Elmo. Elmo, everybody. Yay. What was the question? Oh, every time a Tallarico ad plays, it's like you're reaching into his pocket and grabbing a nickel, maybe a penny, and you're putting it into our tip jar back here. So you're like Robin Hood. You're like a modern day Robin Hood, Leanne. You are taking from the Tallafrico and giving it to El Chico. I don't know what that means. I don't want to say that. But that's how you got to look at it. You are redistributing the wealth of a dirty commie, as they would want. Dina says he rebooted and now it's worse on YouTube. What happened to the community guideline? There's some bias going on here. Yeah. Dina, join us on Rumble. Everybody jump on Rumble. We can do Rumble rant tips. We can do Rumble subscriptions. We are very YouTube heavy. I do not trust them at all. They have violated my civil liberties and attacked my brand, the New American Media, for a decade and a half. Rumble is a great alternative. You know what? When I rebooted the show roughly 2.5 years ago or 3 years ago, started doing twice a week, and now I'm doing 5 days a week. When that was starting, if Rumble wasn't an option, I wouldn't be here because YouTube is so pointless. I'll just leave it at that. Sorry you guys are having glitch. Oh, I was supposed to switch over. That was the one thing I was going to do here. All right, I'll do that in a second. It's fine.
I was
Video. New York Post is reporting that Bill Gates' daughter Phoebe has been accused of cookie stuffing scheme that carries a max penalty of 20 years in prison. Most memorable media says going to prison for committing wire fraud in an attempt to make your startup look better when your dad is a billionaire is objectively hilarious. Well, accusations from the New York Post. Let's stay tuned. Breitbart's showing this. Check this out. Mission Improbable, Ohio Department of Transportation. So there's this dude running. Suspected shoplifter escaping. He emerges near I-75 and somehow ends up clinging to the outside of this moving car, barreling down the highway. Look at that. Look at that escape. Did you see that? Yeah, Ohio trying to give Florida a run for its reputation. When caught, does he get a reduced sentence for creativity? Yeah, I don't think that's a getaway guy. I think someone was. I actually have no idea how that happened. I'd love to see a conclusion to that story. That was from late July, so that's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've never seen that before. I mean, it's stupid. But I digress. All right. Let's jump over here on X, everybody. Hit like, hit subscribe, share the show with a friend. Oh, and right here at the top of our X account is our Patreon link. The one where I'm waving? You can sign up to be part of our Patreon there. Okay, check this out. Kristen Welker talking to Attorney General Todd Blanche.
Can you pledge that the Justice Department will always act independently of the White House?
Well, there's a big difference between saying we will always do our job and investigate any case and act independently of the White House. No, I'm not going to pledge that, and no Attorney General should ever pledge that. The president.
Can you pledge that the Justice Department will always act independently of the White House?
Okay. Greg Price says, not sure where in the Constitution it says that the Department of Justice is supposed to be its own fourth branch of government. Sean Davis says, yeah, Democrats loved it when Eric Holder was Obama's wingman. They cheered when Biden's attorney general tried to put Trump in prison. They don't want an independent DOJ. They want a federal government that puts all of their political opponents in prison. Yeah, that's what they want. Blanche refuses to say he'll always be independent of Trump as attorney general. Ron DeSantis says, why would Blanche say that the attorney general is independent, as the media demands, when it is not the way the Constitution is designed? A cabinet officer is not independent of the president's Article II executive power, but is accountable to it. The founders could have designed a fourth branch of government, but they wisely declined to do so. The New American Media writes, abiding by the Constitution always sounds like a great idea. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to find these stories on the DOJ that we talked about in the title, because I don't know that we... Yeah, I don't know that we have it. I mean, I can grab it. But yeah, it is not... I think I figured it out. If I don't add an original comment, it doesn't show up in the profile. It doesn't show up in our feed. So I have to fundamentally transform. Look, we're just 5 days away from fundamentally transforming how the United... pardon me. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I will pick up the dry cleaning on the way home. I'm in the middle of something right now. All right, thanks. Look, We're 5 days away from fundamentally transforming the way that the new American media interacts with, well, it used to be called Twitter. Look, but now it's called X. And unfortunately, X marks the spot, where the MAGA, the deplorables, MAGA extremists. That's the phrase. Thank you, Joe. First time Joe ever had to, kind of catch me up to speed. That doesn't happen all the time. Thank you, Joe. Look, you got those MAGA extremists over there. MAGA extremists. Yeah. Ooh, leave us the hell alone already. So extreme. Yeah, wanting to be left alone is not extreme. You all forcing your crap on everybody else, that's extreme. Yeah. James O'Keefe report.
We'll get you checked in first, and then we can vouch.
Video shows Minneapolis poll workers not asking for voter ID.
What is required? You're already pre-registered, so nothing else.
You're already pre-registered, so nothing's required. Just totally go steal our country.
Just you'll sign something, and we'll get your phone number.
You'll sign something. We'll get your phone number. Nothing will be done of that. Nobody will check. And good luck overturning a fraudulent election. Nobody took the 2020 case. Almost every court ruled, oh, there's no standing. You have no standing to bring this case. Everybody has standing if we're locked in with 49 other states. What happens in Wyoming is a concern to the people in Massachusetts and vice versa. Oh, Dina's literally speaking German. Get es I don't know what I'm saying here. We get a suit. YouTube. Oh, is that like E2 Brutus? YouTube. You too, YouTube.
And then she vote?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we need ID?
Nope.
No ID needed? Her ID? She does not need ID? I have also 7 other people who I live with. Can they not register?
If you live with them, you can vouch for them. You can vouch.
If you live with them, you can vouch for them. I'm sorry. What the actual is happening? This isn't a vote. This is totally illegitimate. I'm living inside of a cuckoo clock, people. It says, "How was your day, YouTube?" Oh, okay. I can copy paste and put those things in Grok and try to do some real-time translating into German. Speaking of German, you know what time we're not going to be live tomorrow? 9. It'll probably be 8. I'll probably aim for 8 p.m.
You can vouch for up to 8 people.
You can vouch for 8 people? Yeah, me and my buddy. Why couldn't you go to every polling place with the same 8 people and vote 8 times? Every time. Hold on, your translation disappeared? This is so weird. Y'all are having some issues. All right. This is nuts.
And the lady with the blue and green hair and the other lady who has no skepticism at all. You can vouch for everybody. You saw it. Independent journalist Cam Higbee going undercover in Minnesota as a Muslim woman in a burqa, being told by that poll worker he does not need an ID to vote, and he could also vouch for 8 other unregistered people. And Democrats insist to us election fraud does not happen. It does. We showed it, and we're going to give you more.
All right. Justice League is everywhere, says James O'Keefe. Everybody, please go on to our X account and vote in our poll. Who lost the big debate? Who lost the big debate? Was it Andrew Wilson? Was it Candace Owens? Was it Charlie Kirk? Or was it the deep state? Who lost the big debate? Please go on X and post the answer and tell me in chat, by the way. Dina says, they're disappearing me. Oh my gosh. Dina said, how was your day on YouTube? That ain't bad, is it? Well, you know what they spoke in the 1930s, right? The bad guys. Just gotta erase that. Gotta erase that little language. Let's paint some happy little clouds right over top of everything German. Paint some take some of that socialist, National Socialist party, and just you're gonna dip into the gray. Dip into the gray and just a couple of dabs. You're gonna want to dab. Make some happy little clouds right over top of anything German. You know, let's paint a happy little sun too. Right up here in the corner. Here's a happy little sun. Put some rays of sunlight beaming down. Is someone at the YouTube dashboard button? Hey, you remember when we used to have that daily troll that would come in and they'd copy and paste stuff? Oh, that's interesting. How did that troll coincide with U.S. aid money drying up? Because our tax dollars are being stolen and given to nonprofits and non-governmental organizations, then given to activists to harass freedom, liberty-loving people. But yeah, we used to get a troll in here all the time. Wait, what? Internal error found. I just received that message. What is happening, guys? Guys, please jump on Rumble. 2 minutes. One email address. Follow the New American Media. I want to see 5 new followers on Rumble today. 5 new followers. Maybe that's Arn. Maybe that's Dina. Ortho. Guys, jump over to Rumble. I cannot trust YouTube, and you shouldn't either. You know, I appreciate our temporary arrangement. It's nice. Dina says, I've been a moderator. I know what community guidelines are. I logged a complaint about a platform, and you guys did nothing. Me, guys? Me? Are you saying I did nothing? What do you mean, me? Or are you talking about other show? No, I mean, the more complaints and alerts we send if there's something not working right. I mean, let the people at YouTube, Google know that we got fans and we got fans that care. But yeah, I could unpack and dig down on the topic that Democrats are refusing to hand over voter rolls to the DOJ. I could give you a little bit more information on it, but those tweets did not have. Yes, okay, the former show. Gotcha. Well, we're honored to have you here. Happy you're having a good time, Dina. Absolutely. And that's all I have to say about that. No, not this show. I would have told you. Well, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for hopping in and joining me today. I think for tomorrow, well, I mean, it just kind of depends. I'm gonna do the best I can tomorrow, 8 p.m. And then I believe, what are we, Monday, Tuesday? So Wednesday, I believe we'll be back at regular noon Eastern time with a regular show, regular scenario. What's the show, yo? What's the show, yo? So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. This is what happens in my head all day long for random reasons, no reason, divine intervention, torment. Oh, okay, Leanne is on our Rumble. Fantastic. Yes, if everybody, please do me a favor, go on Rumble, enter your email address, set up one account, follow The New American Media today, and maybe tomorrow's show at 8 o'clock, and then we'll be back at noon, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the plan, at the regularly scheduled time. As I told you, times of this show may vary, and we've had many people asking, can you do a night show? Can you do a night show? And I'm like, I can do anything. It's just a matter of juggling all the other things. I know the pieces fit. That's a Tool lyric by Maynard James Keenan. So yeah, hop in tomorrow. We'll be back at guessing 8 o'clock. If we can go any earlier, so be it, but we'll pencil in 8 o'clock and go from there. But for now, I appreciate you all joining us today. Signing out on behalf of everybody out there in the TNAM universe. I appreciate you. I love you. And we'll talk to you again soon. Take care, everybody. Peace.
Your guide to the truth. The new AmericanMedia.com.